Hey friendos, how's it going? It's the Enforcer here with another jersey video. Not an unboxing. I'm so used to saying jersey unboxings, but this is going to be something a little bit different. You got this little handy dandy thing right here. Seam ripper. And I said in my last video I was going to start to give this a try. Because I have, as you can see back here, I've got jerseys here that I all picked up on a deal. All throughout, I think full moon jersey for this Fleury Penguins one, which he never wore because by then he was picked up in the expansion draft by Vegas. Never wore an Adidas. They manufactured it. Was useless to a Penguins fan, and them trying to sell it new, so that was on a discount. Recently picked up that Barzell, Henrique, this Pietrangelo because he's with Vegas now, and then this is the one that I'm going to try right now because this is the one that I picked up for the least amount of money. It's a guinea pig. If I somehow ruin it, I'm not going to feel as bad as if I messed up a beautiful home Penguins one, or a beautiful Blues, or this third Anaheim. All of these are factory installed. All of these are the ones, and this is the one that I'm going to do this on. And apologize for the audio issues that I had before, but as you guys can see, let me put the seam ripper down. As you guys can see, this is a vinyl, and it's only one layer. And this is a guy that this is like 3 teams ago that he was on here. His second or fourth teams, Taylor Hall. And this jersey is beautiful, absolutely. This is a magnificent heritage jersey, but I'm just not a fan of this name and number kit, and especially since look, kid's got immense amount of talent, and I wish him the best in all of his NHL career, but he's not remembered as being a member for any good reason of being on the New Jersey Devils. But this jersey is so beautiful, and I found it at such a deal. Let me see if I can take this off. So looked at some tutorials, went on Reddit, checked a bunch of different places on how to do it, and most people say it's pretty simple. I bought this seam ripper back in the day when I think it was at a Michael's or any sort of Joann's Crafts, anything like that you may have, like a hobby area. Hobby Lobby probably has this as well. Any of those places. And basically, since it's all one layer stitched on to the edge, there's probably a little bit of adhesive down here just to place it, but not an over exaggerated amount, not like you'd put it when you're fitting hand stitched name and number kits like you get at Hockey Authentics or Cool Hockey, or from Ben H. So we're going to give this a whirl, and I'm going to start with the biggest, actually I'm going to start with the easiest thing. I'm going to start with this nameplate. Now the nameplate here is, each one of these is individually sewn on, but I'm not worried about that because the nameplate right here is what is actually sewn on. So if I get the nameplate, this name will come off as well. And as you guys can see, let me take this off of my hanger. From the inside, you can see that the nameplate is just stitched on there. But the actual name and number, once I push it forward, I don't know if you guys could even see that, but the name and numbers, I'm sorry, the name is stitched onto the nameplate. So if I get the nameplate, the name comes off. And then, of course, I'll show you on the inside, the numbers there, they're factory installed right there. Single, no, not an elaborate stitch, not anything like that. Once again, not an elaborate stitch. But this is the actual logo on the piece. This is what we're keeping. We're not stripping the whole thing. And that big 9 that you can see the outline of, that's what's going out. So I'm going to start this journey, and let's see where we're at. I'll stop video, come back once I've gotten the nameplate off, and I'll let you know how long it takes. All right, guys? All right, friendos, checkpoint number 1. We got the Hall name off. As I said, everything was stitched onto the back. Each individual letter was on this nameplate. So nameplate is off. That right there. And now, as you can see, this is what was left on it. The 9 is off, or I'm sorry, the 9 is just left back there. And just the faintest, it's going to be hard to see, but that's good. Just the faintest of stitching that you can see where it was taken off, which hopefully, maybe I can get it right here. But essentially, right in here is the ghosting, and I'm sure if I wash it, stretch out the fibers a bit, it'll be good. But that's where we're at now. Now, you know what? I'm gonna give the shoulder number a try and see where we're at with that. Check back in with you. All right, friendos, back with another update. So took off the one of the shoulder numbers here, or a 9, his 9, and then right there is the after effects of it. I don't even know if you could see the shadowing of it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but everything came out. I mean, it's a process. I'll tell you guys that. It is a process to get this done. But I got this jersey all turned around. But yeah, here's the inside of it. And there's where the number was, right in there. I hope maybe you could see the shadow of the 9 right there. But yeah, I mean, once you get the seam going, it really starts to go. And I anticipate very little issues with what was here before and after. So let me flip it the right way, because I'm essentially at the halfway point. And once again, I'm just giving you the pit stops here, you know, the beat by beat, because I got my once again, only thing I've used so far is just my seam ripper. That's all that I've used so far. And as you guys can see, nameplate is off. The number's still there. This one has no number, but this one still does. So the only thing left is this one and the one on the back. So since you guys have already seen how it looks, this one here, I'm going to only show you what it looks like when I get the back off. All right, guys? So sit tight. All right, friendos, we're back, and I got the back number off. I got the other shoulder patch off. I'm sorry, the shoulder number to go with the other one, and of course the nameplate as well. That all came off. And this, I haven't washed it because I'm going to have to go ahead and wash it, but right here, there is the final product. And as you guys can probably see, maybe you can, maybe you can't, but there is still a little bit of ghosting right here, right around where the 9 is, and also on the shoulder right here, and the nameplate was right here. But other than that, I've got myself a blank back here, and as I'm looking at it in the camera here, I mean, this thing looks fine as is. But last step will be wash it, hang dry it, and see where we're at with that. All right, friendo, so we'll be back with that one. It may be the next day, it may be not, depending, because I'm gonna wash it. All right, friendo, so we'll see how that goes. Hey, friendos, okay, I have next day, and I have washed it, let it hang dry, and here is the final product right here. Stripped, washed, didn't have many issues except for one spot, and I will go on and do a bit of a little deep dive here. Let's see, this is the first time I'm actually stripping an Adidas factory installed jersey. When I was taking out this 9 here, this is where the two seams, or when they made the rectangle in the 9, right here is where the two ends of the stitching met, and unfortunately I got a little bit too aggressive and I got a little bit of a hole in it. That was all on me. That was an unforced error. I was just aggravated at that point, but I got it done, and to my eyes I can absolutely see the shadow of the 9 there if I'm looking for it. And of course for me, I'm looking for it because I know that what used to be there. And on the back here, I'm going to show you like back here, and then I'll slowly bring it in, and we'll see when I check tape. We'll see if we can see anything of it at all, because I can see the shadowing, I can see all of that, but if you guys can't, then awesome. But one cool thing about it is that if I wanted to put a name and number kit on here, let's say if I want to put Hirsch on here or something like that, no one's going to see it because these numbers are going to be where the stitching was, the numbers are going to replace it. So absolutely, if you want to hand install the name and number, absolutely. And once again, other than just that thing that I did that aggravates me, as you can see right there, this is clean, this is good. And like I said, with the 60, I have no room to go up. There is no 62, there is no 64, and I found this thing fit me a little better because the numbers weren't there. And obviously when you have the numbers there and the stitching's there, all the material behind it is going to hold where it is. So this gave me a little bit of a stretch. I wore this when I was doing my errands today. Nobody noticed anything. Nobody. It's Southern California. I don't know how many people are really going to care that you have, oh man, this jersey is stripped and I can see the shadowing. I highly doubt anybody's really caring that much. But yeah, friendos, this was a home run right here. Took Hall's name off of it. Easy enough to come off, and when you take them off and the name and the number plate, you really see how they skimped out. I mean, it is legit just one layer of vinyl that is not that good. Comes off easy. There was no adhesive underneath it holding it. It may have been there at one time, but now, I mean, this is really going to be the test here. So like if you see me, if you can see that 9 shadow, then good on you. But if you can't, what does it matter? I mean, and then back here, if you guys can see it. If you can't, then success. And I'll check tape because this is the only way I'm gonna know. Like even I've got a mirror right here, and even that, I mean, I have to angle it at a certain way, and this is after one wash. If I really wanted to get diligent with it, I've heard that you can steam these, throw them back in the washer, let it hang dry again. But I mean, I got a blank back out of this thing, and I think I spent $55 with the shipping and all that back in the day. And this was on shop.nhl when they were blowing out Taylor Hall jerseys. So I will say this. This was my first time with it, but it does take some time. So, and it does make a mess. So be ready to have a vacuum nearby or something like that. Budget some time, probably, because I went to get my car service yesterday, and I spent the time waiting for my car to get done. When I came back home, this is what I did. So 8 o'clock I started in the morning, and then by about 11 o'clock, this is where I got it at. It was already done, and then I threw it in the washer, and then I came back and it was done, and I hang dried it. And then this morning I checked on it, and this is what I had. So I think this is a success. And if you guys want to invest a little bit of time, invest in a seam ripper. Once again, I think I got mine at like Michael's for like 6, 7, maybe $8. Wasn't all that much. So did an excellent job. Once you get a feel for it, it's pretty damn good. All right, friendo, so let me know in the comment section below, have you tried to do this? Have you been as successful as I have? Have you run into issues? I really want to try this on a darker jersey. Now that I've tried it on a lighter jersey, I want to see if the ghosting effect is more visible on a dark one or even less visible. If so, man, that's a home run right there. So first good attempt here. I've turned a Taylor Hall Heritage jersey into just a Devils Heritage jersey. So there we go. Excellent. All right, friendos, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.